Different frame rates and what they're used for. A lot of people mostly see the frame rates 24 frames per second, 60 frames per second, and 120 frames per second. For me personally, I think that all of these frame rates have their own special place as far as filmmaking goes. And it just depends on what you're shooting. If I'm doing any type of interview or talking video, I almost always do 24. 24 is what is closest to your eyeball. It's the most natural to you. And in post, you can't really slow down 24 frames per second or else you're gonna drop frames. But if you're doing talking and interview stuff, you don't really need to. So you might as well let in some of that light and just rip it. The next up is 60 frames per second. This is something that I mostly use if I'm doing any type of action content, a lot of construction. Sometimes I'll do sports depending if I'm inside or outside. But 60 is something that you can slow down about 50%. So if you ever need to just squeeze a little bit more out of your footage, 60 is a good way to do it. And it's also safe because it's normally good under most light refresh rates. And then finally, 120 frames per second. This is how you get that super buttery slow motion. It's a lot of frames going on. So you can slow it down to about 30% of whatever your clip is. And personally, I do it whenever I'm outside because it is so dang bright half the time. And one thing you have to worry about 120 is you can't always shoot it inside. Depending on whatever the light's refresh rate is, you'll get that rolling shutter look. Anytime I'm outside, I love shooting 120 frames a second. You can make some really cool slow motion stuff. It's fantastic for sports, football, soccer, anything like that.